Hi, my name is Sam. I am the voice for BredBoard.com. Although, I believe my voice is quite good, some people think that it is a little monotonous. But, I assure you, I will do my best to present well. Today, I am going to show you a quick demo of our BredBoard embedded kit. Our kit consists of a microcontroller, onboard LCD, relays, keypad, and a lot of peripheral devices. It also comes with a USB programmer board to download your code onto it. And the one-of-a-kind BredBoard integrated development environment. Today, we are going to learn how in just a few minutes, you can turn on and off a light bulb at home by simply sending an SMS. To do this project, you will need our BredBoard IDE, BredBoard embedded kit, and a GSM modem for SMS-based communication. To start, we create an empty project by clicking on the first toolbar icon. You can also create a project by going to File, New, and select New Project if you wanted to. Now, let's give our project a name. Call it Automation, and then click on the Finish button. There you go. An empty project gets created, and a project model opens up in our model editor. This project, by default, contains a microcontroller. For this project we will need a simple LCD display, a relay and a GSM modem. Let's go to the Components section in the palette and look for an LCD. Just drag and drop it onto the model editor somewhere nice. And, up pops a small window, suggesting you to connect the LCD on the board. We will use 6 pins of the LCD. Pins RS, EN and 4 data pins D0 to D3. We need to connect the LCD on the board to the microcontroller pins. BredBoard software allows you to connect a device wherever you want. For example, we will choose to connect our LCD's RS pin to the port D, pin 6, that is pin PD6 of the microcontroller. So let's go to the board now and make this small connection using a jump wire, which is also provided in the kit. Connect the RS pin to pin 6 of port D. Now similarly connect the N pin to pin 7 of port D. OK. Let's do it on the board. There you go. Next, let's connect the data bus, the 4 data pins, to the higher nibble of port B, that is, the pins D0 to D3 of the LCD are to be connected to pins PB4 to PB7 of the microcontroller. Let's use the bus connector that is provided in the kit to make this connection. There you go. All set. Now click OK button of the pop-up window, and there, the LCD is ready to be used. Simple, isn't it? So far, not a single line of code to write. The next component we will add is the relay. Drag and drop a relay onto your model like this. Again, the same pop-up window appears, asking you to choose where to connect the relay. We will connect the relay number 2, which is already present on our board, to pin 0 of port A, that is, pin PA0. Let's do that with the jump wire now. There you go. Now click the OK button of the pop-up window. Done. Now, our final device to be connected is the GSM modem. In the palette, go to the Devices section and look for a GSM modem. Drag and drop this onto your model. A GSM modem is typically a serial device. You will need to insert a SIM card into your GSM modem. Let's see how this is done. This is a demo modem and not part of the kit. Your GSM modem might look different. In our modem, you open up the bottom SIM card flap and slowly slide your SIM card into it. Now close the flap and lock it. You will then need to connect the modem to the microcontroller using a serial cable, which is also provided in the kit. Let's see how this is done. This is how the 2 ends of a serial cable will look like. One end goes to the modem, and the other to the board, like this. Ah! What about the AC light bulb? Let's connect it to our relay number 2. You will need a bulb holder and a twisted wire connected to it, like this. You will also need a separate insulated copper wire, like this. Now connect one end of the separate wire to the center relay connection, like this. Connect one of the bulb wires to the left relay connector, like this. You will now be left with two free wires, one from the bulb, and the other from the separate wire used. Connect them to an AC power socket, like this. Your project is now 90% complete. Let's save our model at this point by clicking on the Save button in the toolbar. The final few steps include automatic code generation, code customization, and lastly, code execution. BredBoard makes it easy for you, all the way. Let's take a look how to automatically generate code for your model. Right-click on the model file in your project and select Generate Code option. This will automatically generate code to drive the LCD relay and the GSM modem. A separate C source file for each device in the model gets generated in the SRC folder in your project. Each source file will have a test function that shows you how to use the device. For example, let's open up the C source file for our LCD device. Double-click on the lcd.c file to open it up in the source editor. Now scroll all the way down to see the LCD_test function. In this function, you will see how to initialize the LCD, how to print something on the LCD, etc. Now, you will have to add a small piece of C code which will be the main part of your project. Remember, this is the only piece of code you are required to add in this entire process. This code needs to be written in the main.c file. The code in the main function is the code that is executed first when the board is switched on. This code also needs to initialize all our devices. This we can do by copying across the initialization code from the respective test functions that we saw earlier. Now for this demo, I will replace the main function's code by something I have written offline. The finished code for our automation project will then look like this. We will use a buffer variable to store the SMS that we receive. The LCD, bulb, and SMS number are variables to hold the device or SMS ID. Here we initialize the LCD, relay, and the GSM modem. Next we print a default message on our LCD, like this, and switch off the relay to start with. Now this is the main loop of the microcontroller. We will wait until an SMS is received by calling the function GSM_receive_SMS. This function returns the index number of the SMS, if received, else it returns a -1. In case it receives an SMS, then the contents will be copied into buffer. All this GSM code is generated by BredBoard already, and you don't have to worry about it. We check if the SMS sent is B:(on). If true, then we print bulb on status on the LCD and switch on the relay. Similarly, do the opposite. If the SMS is B:(off), then switch off the relay. It's simple. And not to worry if you are stuck. Just write to us, and we will spring into action. Ensure that you save this file now. To compile the code, you simply click on the toolbar button here, like this. Wait for a few seconds, and wow! You just compiled your project and it's ready to be executed on the real board. The compiled executable is a hex file that gets generated in the bin folder, here. Let's hook up the USB programmer onto your board. To do this, connect the ISP bus cable of the programmer to the ISP connector on the board, like this. Now connect the USB cable to the programmer and the other end into your computer's USB port. Now power up the board using the power adapter provided in the kit. To download your compiled hex file, you select the project and simply click on the download button in the toolbar, like this. And There you go. Your hex program now starts to download onto the microcontroller. This will just take a few seconds. That's it. Your project is now complete and ready for testing. Let's take it for a spin. Using your mobile phone, type an SMS, B:(on), and send it to the correct mobile number of the GSM modem. Once done, just watch the LCD screen on the board and the AC light bulb. There you go. The LCD displays the status of the bulb as on. And wow, the light bulb is switched on. Now try switching it off. To do this, just send an SMS, B:(off), to the same number, and watch your bulb switch off. That's it. In no time, you have got yourself an SMS-based home automation project done. Please visit BredBoard.com. Order your kit now. Thank you for watching BredBoard TV, and on behalf of our crew here, I wish you good luck. Have fun. Until next time.